Greetings, welcome to my channel, A Place to Dock. I'm Julia, and we're going to do a weekly reading for April, and it is from the 11th to the 17th. I had to think about that. What I want to do at the very beginning is read a little excerpt from the Witch's Spell a Day Almanac. It's an actual old book from 2015, but I love having these as little ideas that we can do at different times. And I don't know if you've ever seen these books, but they have like a page for a day or a little column for a day. So I'm just going to read you an idea that I opened up to and that we could possibly do this coming week. Because it is Easter. And I do thank you for being here with me. Thank you so much for watching and for joining. And I hope that we get a message from Spirit. I've got all the elements here. I've blessed and I've welcomed Spirit to give us our messages. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so here is a celebration idea that we could do. Put together a small lunch consisting of a fresh leafy green salad, some strawberries, and some fruit juice. And take along a journal or writing paper and a writing instrument. Find a grassy spot and settle down to enjoy some quality time with Mother Gaia. The magical part of this ritual will focus on bringing abundance into your life. The greens in the salad represent the intent for this working, and as you eat, you take it into yourself, the abundance of the earth at this time of year, and all that it means for personal growth. The strawberries, fresh and abundant in the summer, represent the sweetness and ripeness of the world that we live in, and our ability to pick our successes when they are rich and ready to be enjoyed. You are absorbing the magic into yourself as you eat, to be used to make your life more affluent and successful. Think about where you want to go in the next few months. Write down your thoughts as you eat and contemplate your next projects. Finish off with some fruit juice, being sure to offer some of it as a libation to your god and goddesses for future successful projects. So I just thought I'd share that because it's sweet. All these little quips from these books are great. So today we're going to use the Starseed Oracle. This is what the book looks like. And I've pulled the card for each day of the week. So for Monday, we have the card that says Double Mission. Lightworker Starseed. Serve the world by being you. So we've come to this earth and we're going to serve the world just by being who we are. And I've pulled a different deck from my shelf as well. It's the Black and Gold Tarot, and we're going to just ask, lots of cards want to come out. We're going to ask, how can we serve the world better? Okay, so the first card that I saw was the Tower. So we're going to, it looks like it's towering. We're going to have big changes happen, welcome the change, and we have 2 8s as well. We have the 8 of, I don't know if I like this. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so you can see how glittery these are. That's why I don't use them very often, only because of the shine, but they're gorgeous. So, Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. We're going to serve the world by putting our actions, our skills into action, and we're going to serve the world also. We have to know that we can make a change. We can ourselves step out of the trap that we've created in our world or that has been set for us, and things are going to break down and we're going to change. When I look at it that way, I only see the clouds mostly. That's interesting. Different perspective on the Tower card. So, and the clouds makes me think of Lenormand. So things are unclear, but we are here and our presence will make a difference, and we are serving the world just by being who we are. Okay, so for Tuesday, we have the card that says Called. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. So we are being called to step up and walk through that gate, that door that is before us. So what does this mean for us? It's time to step up. Okay, we have the High Priestess. So there we go. I'm going to try and hold it so you can see it. The High Priestess. She is using her intuition. So we are being called to step up into our intuition and we have also the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is keeping life in balance. And both of those are 2 cards. So we go within, we're going to keep life in balance. We're listening to our intuition, and we're going to know where to step up and where to step into our next action that we're being called to. It says soul gifts and training. So continue to do things where you rely on your intuition and that power that we have to connect with the mystery of the world. That will be Tuesday. So Tuesday, really stay in tune. Time to step up our game and just take that next step. Even though we don't know what we're doing, we're going to lean on that intuition. We're going to juggle a few things with that Two of Pentacles and just take that next step that we need to do. Okay. Wednesday, we have Jump In. It says Andromedan energy, adventure, and say yes to change. So say yes to change. This is Wednesday. Jump in. That's a beautiful card. Jump in on Wednesday, in the middle of the week. And what area are we supposed to be jumping in? Okay. First we have the star. That's awesome. So the star says, rely on your hope. Okay. This is a really hard deck. Star. So rely on your hope. And the next one is Death card. So the Death card, when we're jumping in, we know we're going to leave the past behind and we're going to head straight for that golden crown. Because you can't see. There's a golden crown right there. See? And the bright of the dawning of the new day. So these are 2 major arcana cards, the star and death. And when we jump in, we're going to trust that our divine destiny is calling us. We have been called. We know that we're supposed to leave past behind, and we're transformed. When we jump in, we transform automatically. Like we can't leave. Nothing stays the same when we jump in. We just change. We just will change, but it's a great change. It's a very positive change when we jump in, because that star is filled with so much hope and vibrancy and life in it. And we're vulnerable. Yeah, we are. But that's okay, because we're just planting that new seed that we need to start when we jump in to that new thing on Wednesday. Okay, let's look at Thursday. I don't know how to say this either. Hi-Ra-Eth. Hi-Ra-Eth. It says longing for home, homesick for the stars. Now we have all come here. We've all chosen to be here on Earth at this time. But yet, I know sometimes we want to travel, we want to reach out, we want to seek something new, and we feel a little restless here because we're only here temporarily anyways, because we have come from the stars. So our 2 cards that we have, okay, our 2 kings. All right, so our home, we're longing for home. So we might be needing to find that home comfort, that home feeling on Thursday. We have the King of Swords. The King of Swords makes wise decisions, and he knows he's sitting. And I like the thing about these 2 kings is they are sitting. And the second one we have is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is also sitting. He's very affluent and he's secure at home. I get the feeling from both of these kings that they've made decisions that lead them to a great place. So when we are longing for our home, we need to realize we are here for a reason. We are here for a purpose. And we know we want more, and we are part of all that is, but we can focus right down on the place where we are at and make it home, make it comfortable, and our homesickness will go away when we are stepping in and relaxing into the place where we are called to be. So look for that place, make the decision, and things will be settled, and our longings will be fulfilled. Okay, for Friday, we have Water Your Garden. And this is now, if you celebrate Easter, this is the Easter weekend, Good Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we have Water Your Garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. And by the way, the moon is in Libra as well, already heading on Saturday to that full moon. So water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. That's for Friday. We've been through an awful lot, paying attention to our intuition and following our divine calling. And first we have the magician, and the magician pulls that which is up above down below. So there's the glory, and we bring it down to earth. So what we know from the stars as being the starseed, we can come and bring that abundance of the stars down to earth. And we have the Page of Cups as well. The Page of Cups is very imaginative, and he likes to talk to that fish, tell stories, and bring happy messages to other people. So this is time for you to be tender, water your garden with that Page of Cups, and just nourish your soul. The Page of Cups probably is the one who nourishes the most out of all of them, because you think he's just more carefree and he just focuses on the imagination and talking to the fish and his messages of love. The knight is more in pursuit, and the queen is more controlled, and the king is definitely got it all together. But so when we need to water our garden, think about being the Page of Cups. Just happy, and maybe go do that little excursion we read. Friday might be a great day to do that. Just pack a little lunch and go and make some magic happen and draw down the power of the universe down to this earth, so we can create a new earth, a new place that we want to live in, and water the earth's garden as well. Not just our own garden, but the garden that we live in, called Gaia. All right, for Saturday, it says you are not alone. And we focus on isolation. That would be the negative part of it, but we need physical connection and we need community. So on Saturday, we might be focused on other people, how we can entertain others, how we can welcome them into our homes and make them feel at home, and be loving and encouraging to those in our community. And that community can be different for everybody. It could be online, it could be your own close-knit family or extended family. So let's see how we can enhance that message. Now we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is focused on his skills. So maybe it'll be a practical way that we're going to encourage other people in our community. So do something with your skills that you have, cooking, gardening, practical things that you can do to help others. That might be just a little idea. Bring some flowers to someone in your community. It could be simple as that. And the other thing we have here is the Fool. So the Fool takes the risk. He doesn't mind taking the risk. He just knows that life is out there for him. So we are not alone, even though that's what the card says. But the Fool is alone. So when you combine these, they kind of seem opposite. Because this says we're not alone, but he knows he is alone. But he has his little dog. That's true. And he has the whole universe behind his back. So he has the support, because that's why he can feel like he can just go and do what he wants to do on his own, because he has that support of his community actually supporting him. So that's an interesting idea of the Fool. I haven't thought about too much, but he can go out and do what he's got to do, because even though he's doing it alone, he has the support, even the mental and emotional support of others around him in his community saying, yes, you can do this, you can do it, you're good. Which is really awesome. All right, for Sunday, we have baby steps, and it says, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Follow your intuition, baby steps. That's an interesting card. Follow your baby steps, or take action. Take action, follow your intuition. There we have the intuition coming up again. Before it makes sense. So sometimes we just have to take that jump, take that step in. This week looks like we're being called to step into something that we don't know yet. That's interesting. So we have, first of all, the Seven of Wands, and we have the Four of Cups. I'm going to take one more, the Emperor. Okay, so we have Seven of Wands. He stands his ground. He knows his position, and he defends what he believes in. He's got valor. And then we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is also going within. He is disillusioned, disappointed, perhaps, and maybe not accepting the gifts that he sees ahead of him. So that's an interesting combination. The Seven, he stands his ground, and he's standing his ground, and he wants something particularly. And with the Four of Cups, he's not seeing what he really desires. And then we have the Emperor. The Emperor brings the answer to us. Okay, so the Emperor, the Emperor card there, he's sitting down. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah. I love the deck though, I gotta tell you, but it's really crazy. Um, the Emperor knows his boundaries, he's in control, he helps others. So take the baby steps and follow your intuition before it makes sense. And again, this isn't a contrast. The Emperor relies on his logic, and yet we're asked to be going into our own self. So we have to go to the aspect of the Emperor who relies on his intuition, and yet he just takes the control anyway. We're being asked to stand our ground, and yet go within enough and know what we want to stand our ground for. Take those baby steps. It says action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So we're just going to need to really stand our ground when we take our action, and we're going to have to take the action of looking and seeing what the universe is handing us. We might be missing something. So when we just make you look up to the sky and ask, where's the solution here? I need the solution. And then that's when the Emperor comes in and says, here it is. This is what you've been missing. So pay attention to that Emperor attitude, idea, intuition, or it might be something you overhear with someone else saying. Okay, so that would be for Sunday. And now I'm going to pull an angel answer card for the whole week for a message. I chose angel answers because it is Easter and I like the angel answer cards. So they're falling here. So what do we need to know for April 11 to 17? What is our focus to be on? And we have a year from now. We don't always want to hear that, do we? But it is a year from now. We're going to look back a year from now. Yeah, it's good. What we're going to do is in a year from now, we're going to look back on what we did this week, where we jumped in, where we listened to our intuition, even though we didn't know what we're doing. And we're going to be glad that we did what we did, because that Emperor is going to lead us in the right place. So in a year from now, mark it down on your phone to say what did happen since I did this week. Okay, so when you make a decision this week, make a note of what it is, write it down, and put a note in your phone. This happened a year ago. What happened since? So those are just some ideas. So I hope you have a great week, and just enjoy the weather outside if it's getting warmer for you. And all the best. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here with me. Bye for now.